This is lesson 9, and we are going to start with some conversation, basic introduction, and let's start with that. First one, when you meet somebody, bonjour, qui j'envoie? Well, good morning, good afternoon, good day. How are you doing? And the answer will be moi là. Okay? To be is hidden because this is my condition. It's an attribute to me, the pronoun moi. Moi là means, well, I'm okay, I'm breathing. Or if you're doing better, moi bien, I'm good. If you feel fantastic, then you will say moi en forme. Okay, so we have the question, qui j'ai envoyé? How are you doing? And the answer, moi là, moins bien, moins en forme. The second one would be, what is your name? In fact, how are you called? How are you called? Something like that. Qui j'en, how you call, or people call you. Well, we can say, moi, relais, Michael. Ou soit Michel in Creole, Michel. Or you can say, possession, non, moi, c'est Michel. So, my name is Michel. And the person will ask you, really? Non, c'est Michel? Really? Vraiment? Où est Michel? And then you will say, non, Pam, c'est Michel. Okay, that we saw that, how to express possession, noun, pronoun, pas, and then the pronoun. Now, the next question, so see the third one. Where do you live? Qui côté aurait été? Where you live. Qui côté aurait été? And you say, moi, rété, Mount Olive. And the next question, because the person is very nosy. Well, where exactly in Mount Olive? Mais qui côté dans Mount Olive? Puis précisément, qui côté dans Mount Olive exactement? Eh bien, vous le savez, moi arrêté Mount Olive, bord, côté McDonald's. Okay? I live in Mount Olive, close to McDonald's. Oh, me comprends. Many times, okay? The way, the acknowledgement, me comprendre. Moi, comprendre. Me comprendre. Kunia. Kunia, this stands for now. Kunye, means now. So they will use it all the time. Kunia. The next one will be, for instance, combien langues ou qu'à parler? How many languages can you speak? Well, let's say 2. Bon. Moi, capable ou qu'à parler des langues. Anglais, ac, créole. I can speak 2 languages, English and Creole. Est-ce que vous êtes américain? Non. Are you American? No. Then you have moi, haïtien or c'est haïtien mié. See, this is what we call the sandwich form, where we have the to be verb at the beginning and at the end. This is Haitian, that am I. We are going to talk briefly about that. With that is a relative pronoun, that, which, whom. Those are relative pronouns, and we are going to talk about that. But and here it is hidden. The that is hidden. So this is it is Haitian that I am. C'est haïtien mié. C'est haïtien mié. Très bien. Pour qui ça aurait été dans Montolive? Why do you live in Montolive? Moi, travaille. Non. Goldsboro. Qui, bon, côté, Montolive. We'll see that. Qui. So, the idea here. Moi travaille dans Goldsboro. I work in Goldsboro, which is close to Montolive, which is to be hidden close to Montolive. Qui bord côté Montolive. Okay, those are basic questions and answers. Now, let's go to that one. Questions. First one. Est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou t'es dit? So, in English, can you repeat what you just said? Can you repeat what you said? Now, what is kisa? But we use kisa for what? When it's a question. When it's at the very beginning of the question, and you can see here, it is a est-ce question. Est-ce vous qu'a répété ça ou t'es dit? In that case, we don't use kisa, but ça. So what equals ça, that it's in the middle of a sentence. It's kisa, questions, and it's a key question. It's a est-ce question. So, est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou t'es dit? Est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou dit? So, if it's just immediate past, we just even remove the t. If we are referring to something that was said maybe yesterday, the day before, a week before, est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou t'es dit semaine passée? So, est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou t'es dit? Est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou dit? You just had the conversation. This is immediate past. Est-ce que vous êtes capable de répéter ça ou dit? Oui, moi capable. Ça me t'est dit, c'est OK. Now, how do you say blah 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 in Creole? Eh bien, qui j'en yo dit? The word you want to translate en créole. Qui j'en? How do you say? How you say blah 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 in Creole? Now, another one. The question, what does it mean? So what, we are in this situation, what? In a key question, at the very beginning of the questions, what does it mean? So therefore, it will be, you see, I have 3 points here. Qui ça vle di? what means what this means, basically. And that's the way they say, qui ça, ça veut dire. Very correct. However, the way they say it most of the time is ça, ça veut dire. Again, the sa here is not the same as this one. The sa here is a contraction of that. So, ça, ça veut dire. What does it mean? Ça, ça veut dire. Tout bon vrai. Really. Now, how do you pronounce this word? How do you pronounce this word? Qui gens ou prononcer mot ça, this word, this word. Qui gens ou prononcer mot ça? Now, we are going to talk about something interesting. Comparison. Comparison. More than, less than. Before more than, let's look at more. Est-ce que vous capable parler? Can you speak? Est-ce que vous capable parler plus doucement, slower, plus vite, quicker, faster, plus clair, clearer, plus bas, lower, plus fort, louder. So, est-ce que vous capable parler plus doucement, plus vite, plus clair, plus bas, plus fort? So, plus, more. Now, let's look at the comparisons. We want to say the table is larger than the desk. So the table, well, tabla, tabla, is larger. Well, we are talking about attributes, right? We are talking about the dimension of the table, its condition, it's an attribute. So we will say tabla, no to be verb because of the attributes. Pi gros, soit pi gros ou soit pi grand, passé bio. Desk is bio. A is definite article that goes with bio, for all. Consonne la. So, tabla pi gros passé bio. Tabla pi grand passé bio. Larger, bigger. This is bigger, this is larger. So, we can see that more than will be pi passé. More than. And you will apply that to everything. You can say, you are taller than me. You are taller, which is ou, pi haut, passé. And M is moins. Ou pi haut, passé. You are taller than me. Now, how do we say less than? For instance, you are in a store looking for a chair and you want to buy a chair. So you ask the questions, combien il coûtait? Combien chaises là? Combien chaises ça a coûté? How this chair cost? Literally. And then the answer will be oh, lui coûtait moins que $10. Oh, it's under $10. Lui coûtait moins que less than $10. So when it's more than, this is P passé. Less than is moins que, and not moins passé. Now, let's look at something else. The relative pronouns. And by the way, we are going to talk briefly again about the articles. So, relative pronouns. Those in English are whom, which, that, and also what. So, this is key. Let's see how it works. The house, or that's a weird example, that fell. Well, we'll say, look at that. Kai, qui, tombé. Imagine there is an earthquake and there is a house and it fell down. So it fell down, and now the house that fell. Kai, qui, tombé. Question. Where is the article? Well, in our mind, we would say Kai la qui tombé. But that's not the way it works, because this is one block here. And in that block, the rule with the article goes at the end of the block. So therefore, it's Kai qui tombea. The A here relates to Kai. Kai ends with Y, so the article should be la. But Kai, and then we put something that add to the description what happened to this house, and that ends the block. We end the block with A. And this thing here, this block can be an object or a subject. Kai qui tombea, and then you put a verb, and then you put an object. So, Kai qui tombea, remember the A here, the article, goes with the noun. You have noun, a description, that, which, the house which, that fell, has got repaired, blah, blah, blah. Something. This is the key. So first of all, the first thing we want to understand is the usage of the relative pronouns. This is key. And again, sometimes it's hidden, but it's key. Donc, Kai qui tombea, etc. The house that fell. Let's take another one. The man whose pants Okay, so in Creole, when it comes to a man, they say negla. The man, negla. The N word in English, we never use it, but in Creole they do. Even for Jesus, they will say negla. So it might be shocking. It's not. It's not. So negla. So we are going to translate rules by qui, gain, pantalon, chiré. Question: do we say that? So the man, neg. So we are going to forget about. We are not going to put it there. Neg qui gain pantalon chiré, and then the article at the end of the block. So neg, it should be là, but the last sound at the end of that block is I, a vowel. So neg qui gain pantalon chiré. The man whose pants are torn is standing up on the parking lot. And then you will continue. This is a subject here, a block which can be a subject or an object. But this is a block, and you look at the noun, which is at the beginning, you have a relative pronoun and then some description, and at the end of that, you put the article that relates to the noun. Neg, blah, 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 a or la, depending on the last sound you have at the end of the block. This is a bit tricky. The logic is tricky, but when we are used to it, it's fine. It's fine. And this is the kind of thing, once you are good with the logic, you are familiar with it, and you respect these rules when you use the articles, it makes a huge difference. People will respect you. The last one. The sister from New York called you this morning. How would we say that? The sister from New York called you this morning. So the sister, Sarah, that's the sister. Qui sorti? New York. Okay. Then called you. T'es relé où? Matin. So now look, this is the object block. This is this is the subject, and this is the object, and this is the verb. Now the problem is that in our first block, the subject, c'est qui sorti New York là. The article that relates to the sister here goes at the end of the block, and it depends on the last sound here. Consonant, then là. C'est qui sorti New York là. T'es relé où matin? The sister from New York called you this morning. Okay, very good. We're going to stop there for this one. The next one, we are going to continue with a couple of things which are very important. Small things like pronouns and those unless, nevertheless, all these words we are going to use to build up on the basic structure on the sentence. So today we saw qui. Key is whom, which, that, what. And with key, we can expand into one block. We can expand not only having just a noun plus article, right? Article plus noun or pronoun, and that can be a subject or an object. Now we are going to have the article plus the noun plus a relative pronoun and then a description, and that would be my block. And that can be in my subject and my object. And doing that, we are going to have not only basic sentences, but bigger sentences, and with the correct structure. The key point today, and this is difficult to absorb from a practical viewpoint, is to put in one block the article at the end, and that article relates to the noun, not to what is after key, but to the noun at the very beginning, because all is about the sister here. Then that's a description, and then the article goes at the end and is according to the last sound. Thank you.